Happy Thursday, everyone. Today is the last day of our language lessons for the week. We have been working all week long on what a synonym is and how we can use synonyms to improve our writing and be more specific and detailed about what we want to tell people when they're reading what we've written. Our I can statement is still I can identify words that have the same or a similar meaning. If you will look here at the chart, it tells us once again that a synonym is a word with the same or similar meaning. An example would be large or big. A house is the same thing as a home. Being unwell is the same thing as being sick. You can see some other examples there. They've also used pictures to show you how those could be the same. If you need more explanation or feel like you really want to go back and review before you take today's quiz, which is in Google Classroom, I encourage you to go back to lesson 1 and review the videos and the anchor charts that we have there. So we're going to quickly click back, if I can get my keyboard to work. I'm going to go back to slide 12. Here is an anchor chart you can look at that has some examples of synonyms. But if you go to lesson 1, you've got that book, If I Were a Synonym. You've got the Brain Pop video, which is a really good explanation of what synonyms and antonyms are. You can go to lesson 2, which will take you back to another video on number 1 that teaches about synonyms. And you can review the example that you actually created of a synonym. If you go to lesson 3, you have another video and you have your practice activity, the Humpty Dumpty practice. You can look at that and review that. Once you feel like you're good to go and ready to do this for a grade, return to lesson 4, click on your Google Classroom link. Go to your classroom, click on classwork, and you're looking for Language Week 5, Day 4. You're going to click on the assignment, view assignment on your screen. If yours comes up as small as mine, I encourage you to use the magnifier to make it big enough so that you can see it. You're going to read the directions, which says, read the sentences, look at the underlined word. It's also very bold. And choose the word that has the same meaning as the underlined word. Your choices are over here to the side. So for each bold underlined word, you have 3 choices. Choose the one choice that means the same thing as the bold underlined word. To do this, you're going to click on the circle of the choice that you want, and a text box will come up. When that text box comes up, I want you to type the letter X in there. You can see that mine typed it a little bit low, and if I were grading that and I wanted to know what your answer was, I would be a little unsure. I would probably think you were choosing choice 2. So if that does happen to you and it puts the X down too low, move that text box up so that the X will move. You can see if you play with it a little bit, it'll get a little bit closer to where you want it to go. Okay, sometimes making these worksheets digital friendly is not the easiest, but you can see I moved it around a little bit, and now that X is there in the circle. Then you'll move on to your next question. Again, there should be text boxes on each circle so that you can put your X there. Boys and girls, if you ever click on something that needs a text box and it doesn't have one, like I'm kind of getting there's a text box, but if it doesn't open up a text box when you click on it, remember that you can take your mouse, your cursor, and go up here to the T and a text box will appear. If you click that, you can come down here and put a text box anywhere that you want it. Okay, and it will just pop it in there and then you can use it. I'm going to hit the back button to make that disappear, as well as the X that I put on there to show you. All right, if you have any questions or any trouble doing this assignment, let your teacher know. We'll work with you on trying to straighten out any issues with answering it or any questions you have about synonyms. Good luck and have a good rest of your week.